I'm telling you, Clint is alive.
That is impossible. My husband is dead.
Now, listen, I know how difficult this must be for you to accept. Believe me, I can hardly believe that it isn't all a dream myself, but I'm telling you the truth. Clint's alive, and I know where he is.
Who are you? What do you want from me?
Well, I told you now. My name's Blaze Buchanan, and I want to help you try and get back to Clint.
Well, I have told you my husband is dead. I don't know why you want to torment me like this.
Oh, now, that's the last thing I want to do is hurt you, honey. Believe me, because, you see, I'm Clint's great-grandmother.
Do you seriously expect me to believe you?
When Buck and me got married, a very dear friend of ours gave us a family Bible. Now, it was made of red leather with gold lettering on it, a King James version. Now, she put our names at the very top of the family tree in big fancy lettering. And I'm sure that it was passed down through the Buchanan generations. You must have it by now.
It's right here. There's no mention of a Blaze anywhere on this page.
Oh, well, that's because she used my maiden name. Pardee, Dorothy Pardee. It's there, isn't it?
All right, where's Clint?
In Arizona, in Buchanan City.
I've never heard of Buchanan City.
That's because it existed 100 years ago, and we gotta get back there before it's too late, before Clint gets himself in some kind of trouble that keeps him in the past forever.
Oh, Clint, do you really mean it? Will you really stay in Buchanan City? Do you really want to marry me?
Yes. You're so beautiful. You're so much like
Vicky.
I'm sorry I didn't.
No, that's all right. I'm very flattered that I remind you of a woman that you can no longer be with. She must be a very special woman to be loved by someone such as you.
You're special too, Jenny. So beautiful, lovely, desirable.
What is it?
Are you sure about this?
Yes. Oh, yes. I have never felt more like a woman. I have never felt more alive in my entire life. This is what I need. This is what I want.
Larry, thank God. Please help her.
What happened? What's wrong?
I don't know. 1 minute she was standing there, the next thing I knew, she was out cold.
Was there any warning? Did she faint or get dizzy or anything?
No, I just told you all I know.
Oh, don't lie, Asa.
Stay out of it, Bo.
What's going on here? She just downed a vial of Denaride. That's what happened.
Are you telling me that my husband is in Buchanan City, which is 100 years in the past?
Yes, and we haven't got a moment to lose to try and get back there.
Look, miss, I don't know who you are. I don't know how you found out about our family Bible. As far as I'm concerned, this conversation is over. I will have Heron show you out.
Oh, no, please. Please, just give me a minute of your time to try and explain. And then, if you don't believe me, I will walk out of here on my own and never bother you again, I promise.
1 minute.
Thank you. Thank you. Now, first of all, you got to know that I am as wide-eyed about this whole thing as you are. You see, it happened a few months ago, and I'm just minding my saloon when in walks this stranger, claiming that his horse threw him and that he's from a town called Valhalla. Now, he said his name was Clint Buchanan, and he went on talking about things that we'd never heard of and predicting things that now I see have come to pass. Things like horseless machines, carriages, you know, and flying machines and those boxes, the talking boxes with the people running around all inside of them.
Are you telling me you have no television in Buchanan City?
Oh, honey, I'm telling you that it was 1888. We didn't even have indoor plumbing. Anyway, Clint kept talking on and on about his family and how he couldn't get back to them. And I thought, well, maybe he just couldn't track them down because they was lost or something. But then I understood what he meant. Somehow, he had traveled through time and he couldn't get back.
I'm sorry, that is totally impossible.
Well, a week ago, I would have agreed with you. But then, Miss Jenny and I was taken away by this horrible man who wanted to sell us to wealthy landowners south of the border. Anyway, I escaped. But I got hit on the head in the scuffle, and I went wandering through the desert. And then I finally, I was just about to give up the ghost. And I opened my eyes, and I found myself smack dab in the middle of this century.
Well, how did you happen to come here? Who told you to come find me?
What matters is that I have been sent here to the future for a purpose. I've had my home and my loved ones taken away from me just like Clint. But if you and I cling to the love that we have for our husbands, maybe we can help each other find our way back to them.
Look, miss, I don't know who put you up to this, but this is a very cruel and a very heartless joke, and I want you out of my house now.
Oh, no. Oh, now, please, you've got to know that I'm telling you the truth. You're my only way that I can get home.
First you tell me my husband is alive, and then you make up this fantastic concoction that he's somewhere stuck in the past 100 years ago?
Yes. And if we don't get back very soon, I'm telling you, it may be too late for both of us. Now, please, don't you understand? We may never see the men that we love ever again.
Oh, Clint. I thought that I had hidden these feelings forever, but now, here in your arms, I know I need never deny them again. Clint?
I'm sorry I can't. I don't want to hurt you.
I don't believe that you will hurt me.
That's not what I meant.
What is it?
It's me. Please try to understand. I care about you, Jenny. I care an awful lot about you, and I meant what I said about wanting to marry you. But there's a part of me that just keeps pulling me back to my own world.
But you said yourself you can never return.
I know I did. But there's still a part of me that just won't accept that. And it isn't fair of me to go on doing this to you.
Why are you taking the responsibility? I am a willing partner in this.
Jenny, love requires total commitment. A willingness to give completely and freely. I can't do that now. I'm all torn up. I need to find out where I belong.
I do understand your feelings, because I too once was torn between my love for Randolph and my responsibility for my mother. And looking back, perhaps I made the wrong decision, but at least making a decision was less painful than having my life be torn into two different directions.
I know what you're saying. That's why I've got to settle this once and for all. I've got to try and go home.
You have tried already to go back to the future, and you have failed. Why do you believe that trying again will bring you the peace that you seek?
By convincing myself that it's impossible for me to get back. I think I needed time. I know it sounds strange, but I think I needed time for mourning, a time to mourn Vicky.
No, that is not strange. Because you love her. And I could not love a man who could toss his feelings off so lightly, even if they are feelings for another woman.
You know, clear eyes isn't so wise after all. He told me I was supposed to teach you about love, and here you are teaching me a thing or two.
Oh, I think being alone all those years just left me with a great deal of time to think.
No. An understanding like yours comes from deep within, from deep inside. You are a wonderful, wonderful woman, Jenny. I don't know what on earth I've ever done to deserve you.
I must ask you a question.
Anything.
What will you do if you fail to find your way home this time?
I will come back here, and I will take you in my arms, and I will never, ever let you go. Once I have put all hope of returning to the future to rest, nothing could ever stop me from making a life with you.
Then you must go and try and find your future. And I shall have peace in the knowledge that should you return, our love will be complete.
I don't know what to say.
Don't say anything.
Nurse, what are the blood gases?
7.3 pH, 32 PCO2, 70 PO2.
What does that mean, Larry?
Too early to tell.
Stop dragging your feet. Save her life.
You know, it would be a lot easier around here if every time I turn around, you weren't yapping. You're not even supposed to be in here.
That is a woman I love. I'm staying by her side till she pulls through.
You're so concerned. Why don't you wait outside and let me do my job? Here, come on.
No,
Come on,
I'm
Ace.
staying
Yes,
to see Renee.
please.
This way, Mr. Buchanan.
I want to see everything that's going on in here.
They'll let us know something as soon as they find out. Pupils are dilating. What's the respiration?
Decreasing.
Blood pressure?
Ninety over 60 and dropping.
We're losing her. Okay. Prepare a syringe. I want 50 milligrams thiamine, 50% solution dextrose, 50 milliliters, 2 milligrams Narcan in the IV.
Yes, doctor.
All right, thanks. Gonna have to pump her stomach. Find out what else is in her system besides Daneride.
I would just love to get the guy that drugged Renee. I swear I'd kill him with my own bare hands.
She brought it on herself. She's been spiking your vitamins and slipping it right into your tea.
I don't believe that. Renee would never do any harm to me. Someone tampered that vial before you got to it. Now she's in there suffering. That's all your fault.
Yeah, I didn't want to see this thing get out of hand. I was trying to protect you.
Protect me from what? The woman loves me and I love her. She saved me from wallowing in my own self-pity over Clint's death. She is the finest woman that's ever come into my life. Now I stand to lose her, too.
She's been drugging you, Wason.
Stop saying that.
It's the truth. I tried to warn you. You wouldn't listen to me.
Let me ask you something. If Renee drugged the vitamins, why would she swig down the whole bottle knowing it would kill her?
Because I had her backed right up against the wall. I caught her red hand and slipping those vitamins into your tea. She's just trying to put us off the scent.
Oh, please. dying is an extreme way to prove a point.
She had no intention of dying. She probably had the antidote stashed somewhere and didn't have time to get it.
I'm gonna tell you something, Bo. Doc, how is she? She all right?
She's stabilized.
Thank God.
Yeah, the worst is over. Now I've had her stomach pumped. We're gonna run a check to see what other drugs or poisons might be in her system.
What are you wasting time for? Bo told you what they drugged her with.
Asa, I can't take Bo's word for it. We have to know what's in her system before we administer the antidote. Otherwise, the cure could kill her. You'll excuse me.
Wait a minute, Larry, you can't say something like that and walk off.
Calm down.
Tell me to calm down and just find out my fiancé could be dying?
He didn't say that. Renee's gonna be just fine. He's just trying to identify that drug.
I'm sick and tired of hearing about drugs.
When are you gonna face the facts? You know what you ought to do, Asa? You ought to check yourself into the hospital right now. See, and get a checkup for you.
Stop playing the same song. I'm fine, I tell you.
Renee is lying in there right now because she drank the same stuff she's been giving you. There's no telling what it's doing to your system.
I'm not checking in. You got that? Drop it.
Hey, Bo, I got here as soon as I could. Hello, Asa.
What are you doing here?
I called Rafe. I thought it was about time he got involved.
What for?
Stop burying your head. Renee's been drugging you. Now, in my book, that means it's a police matter.
Oh, fine. You want to play Dick Tracy, you go ahead. Don't expect any help from me.
Please, Mr. Buchanan, the doctor left strict orders.
Don't worry, ma'am. I just want to see my fiancé alone just for a few minutes.
Very well, but just a minute. I'll be outside if you need me.
Thank you. You're gonna make it, darling. I'm here now. I'm not gonna let anything happen to you. I love you, Renee. And I am gonna see to it that you come back to me. You hear?
When you feel the need to feed, you want to resist that need quick. But diet pills can't begin to suppress that urge to chew right away. Now there's something that helps you resist faster than diet pills. New Stay Trim Diet Gum, a safe, delicious appetite suppressant to help lose weight. Because Stay Trim's a gum, it starts to satisfy your urge to chew in seconds. And when you're dieting, every second counts. Chew New Stay Trim. It helps you resist faster than diet pills.
Long ago, man